A very good evening, everyone. To set the tone for today's session, I would like to begin with a famous quote by Albert Zent. Research is to see what everybody else has seen and to think what nobody else has thought. A warm welcome to all of you to the second episode of season 2 of Power Hour titled Researchers Reveal. I'm Shweta Gupta and I have with me Archana Prasad. We are your host for today's evening. Have you ever wondered how people discover new things? How treatment for illness gets created? And how do we know how the world works, our brain works, and how our body works? All of these questions are answered by scientific research. Research is one of the most reliable ways to Research is one of the most reliable ways to answer questions and to answer questions we have about ourselves and about the world around us. Understanding and finding the answers to our questions is important because it can help us create new medicines, technologies, and resources. We have two eminent guests with us for today's session on Researchers Reveal. Dr. Vidya Sagar and Sri Krishna Mohan Bharadwaj. Dr. Vidya Sagar, a dedicated senior scientist, has been associated with Indian Space Research Organization and more specifically with the ISRO Satellite Center for over 30 years. She joined Information Sharing and Analysis Center soon after working in Polytechnic College as a technical assistant. She completed her BE and MBA while at work and steadily grew to take over as a project coordinator and senior scientist, leading the organization from the front. Vidya ma'am has co-authored many scientific papers, project specifications, technical manuals, and satellite configuration documents that are highly classified in nature. She was one of the key personnel responsible for the success of India's first small satellite, HAM satellite, and various other crucial missions of in ISRO like Chandrayaan and Mangalyaan. She has been recognized by the Government of India, Sri APJ Abdul Kalam and Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee for her dynamic contributions to space science. Dr. Vidya was awarded with many prestigious awards. To name few, President Guide Medal, Best Actress at the State Level Drama Competition, Outstanding Contribution to Space Science, Women Achievers Award, Dada Saheb Phalke Lifestyle Iconic Award, Indo-Asia Leadership Award, Chanakya Award, International Excellence Award, Honorary Doctorate for Philosophy in Space Research. A theatre personality, Vidya Ma'am's passion takes her to the stage where she performs Kannada theatre. She has also performed in several television serials and featured in award-winning films by Meera Nair. She is also a trained Bharatanatyam dancer and Carnatic musician. Vidya ma'am is also a sports person who has won championship in badminton. She is a karate black belt master and a certified Reiki healer too. In addition to this, Dr. Vidya Sagar is the Chief Operating Officer of iAsia News Music Channel. Another feather in her cap is Melophile Mehfil, an informal celebrity chat show hosted by Dr. Vidya Sagar. Apart from all this, Vidya ma'am is also working at pursuing her dream of adopting elders and aims at a building a peaceful pass-away home for them. She embodies a multifaceted blend of scientific expertise, artistic talent, social responsibility, PR, and leadership. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now over to Archana to introduce our second guest.
Thank you, ma'am. It's our great pleasure to introduce Sri Krishna Mohan Bharadwaj, a retired Deputy Director, Reliability System, UR Rao Satellite Center. He has a master's in physics from Agra University in 1976. After that, he secured an MTech from the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore in 1978, following which he joined Indian Space Research Organization Satellite Center, Bangalore, which is renamed as URSC now. He served Indian Space Research Organization for 37 years in various capacities starting from design and development of the onboard attitude control system, testing, project management and reliability systems. He developed the first microprocessor based attitude system for SROSS. He has held various positions as Deputy Director, Systems for Chandrayaan 1, Group Head Control Systems, and finally retired as the Deputy Director, System Reliability and Components Area. His interests were in automation of testing, expert systems, and AI, and he has also authored more than 60 papers in various journals and conferences. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Now, let's start with our question and answer round. My first question is for you, Dr. Vidya. You have an illustrious career as a scientist. Can you please share with us who had been your role model and who inspired you to become a scientist?
This actually sounds very cliche. Thank you very much, first, DPS management and all your staff for having us over. And it's going to be a great pleasure, I'm sure. I just want to say this sounds actually cliche, but we had this lesson in school about Yuri Gagarin and landing on the moon. My mom also happens to be my teacher, so she elaborated on it, and that's where the interest grew. And then I didn't want to use the usual stream of doing engineering, and I don't know how it's going to go. And that time it was very expensive, and but we are humble middle class people, so it would have been very difficult for my parents to put me through to engineering college. So then I did my diploma, and then of course did well there. Then from there on, I joined ISRO, and I've been mentored from there by Kalam sir, by Professor Rao, Dr. Kasturi Rangan, Madhavan Nairji, and Annadurai also. Of course, Bharadwaj, it was a great pleasure working with Bharadwaj sir, and he has been a great inspiration to me as well.
I hope many people are inspired today to choose a different path in life in spite of hardships. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
My first question for Krishnamohan sir is, sir, you have 37 years of experience in Indian Space Research Institute. What inspired you to pursue a career in this area?
Sir, you are muted, sir.
Okay, thank you. See, as you know, I have done science. I was interested in mathematics initially and physics, but later I got opportunity to do MTech at ISC. That changed my role, and then I thought of doing serving for engineering. Now there were choices for going to public sector, private sector, or government. But these two organizations, BARC and ISRO, have great names, and inspired by Homi Bhabha and Vikram Sarabhai, I came to know they have developed very good culture of working. Where and another advantage is there. Whatever we work, we see their success in the in space. And space is certainly later when I joined, and I realized I did a good thing by joining ISRO, because when the launch is there, it is very, very crucial, and we have all excited for the success. So it is good my decision was good to join ISRO. That was the thing. Mainly it was a work culture which directed me to join ISRO.
That is quite impressive, sir. Your journey is incredibly motivating. My second question to Dr. Divya is, ma'am, you have got around 30 years of experience in ISRO. How has the field of space research and exploration evolved over the years?
If you all have seen the movie Mangalyaan, of course, there's a certain amount of drama to it, Mission Mangal. But if you see it, it was a very humble beginning from a small shed to where we have come today. Having said that, it's just not just the place that is taken. It's the amount of research that has gone in, the number of people who are involved, the number of brains that have worked towards the explorations. From being with our own technology, we've also imbibed others. We've invited other countries. We're even launching for them at 1/10 the cost. So this journey has been very interesting and very challenging, actually.
Ma'am, your insights into the evolution of space research over all these past decades are really inspiring. Thank you.
Now, my question to Krishna Mohan sir is, your role would have demanded strong leadership, technical expertise, and strategic oversight to ensure the success of Chandrayaan. What were some of the most challenging technological aspects of the Chandrayaan mission?
Yes, ma'am, this is a good question. Chandrayaan had lot of technological challenges. Major challenge, first time we were doing interplanetary mission. Interplanetary mission, the problem, the major technological challenges, we cross the gravitational field of Earth and we have to enter the gravitational field of another planet or satellite like Moon. And the distance becomes more. So this is very, very crucial mathematical equation where trajectory is planned, how to plan the trajectory, and at because little inaccuracy will lead to a failure. Either it can go away, because once we give escape velocity, it can take the path where it will lose the satellite, or when we bring down to that down, it may hit the surface. So this mission management was most critical, and which incorporates other challenges like bringing automation and propulsion system. These were other challenges to bring in. Another challenge was major that when distance become more, it is around 4 lakh kilometer. So the communication become critical. One is antenna development, and at the same time at ground, DSN, Deep Space Network development. That was also very, very challenging time, and bringing in schedule was very, very critical. Third is thermal. Normally, we have thermal load of one sun. In Chandrayaan, what happens? We have sun, and the reflection from the moon also creates sun. So the thermal conditions are totally different. Which is very, very challenging. These are the major challenges. Another challenge is, apart from mission, we have to use minimum energy to reach Chandrayaan, which puts a condition it should be launched particular day, like 22nd October it was launched. Now we cannot postpone the launch by few days, 15 days, or this thing. It goes in years. So it brings a very, very critical thing on schedule. We have to meet the schedule. So that was another most challenging task for maintaining the schedule and launching on 22nd October. So these are the challenge, many challenges. There were all other challenges in every field. There were challenges, but these were the most critical technological challenges.
We have seen glimpses of these challenges in the movie Mangal Mission, sir.
Yeah, Mangal mission was later. Yes, these challenges were there, and actually mission was very well handled by my friend, my classmate also, Master Srinivas Hegde. That was very good.
But Chandrayaan was the stepping stone, sir. We spent
Yes.
almost 5.5 years.
Yes. Chandrayaan was very stepping stone. Very
It was
challenging.
5.5 years of non-stop toiling.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
but
thank you
normally
so.
it could have taken more time, but we have to maintain the date, 22nd October 2008.
Sir, the challenge is also about the foreign payloads, no? Integration
Those
of
were
the foreign.
other challenges, schedule managing foreign people.
Yeah,
It was done very nicely.
that was the one. That was the work given to me. So
Yes,
I
yes,
should thank you for that.
yes.
Thank you so much for sharing with us this unique experience and for your remarkable contribution and for setting a high standard of excellence in this field. It will truly inspire countless individuals to pursue their passion in space science. Moving on to my next question for Dr. Vidya. Ma'am, since nowadays we are seeing many students moving abroad to pursue a career in research, how is Indian Space Research Organization promoting research in India?
There are actually many things. First thing I would like to tell the children is it's not that you don't have to go abroad and study, but we also have a high standard of education here. So, and that should be pursued. Mera Bharat Mahan is a big thing, and we are already on the world map. So I think you should get there. Having said that, there's one more thing that I want to add here is there are other aerospace agencies who are promoting education, aerospace education among children. But we ourselves have a university, space university in Trivandrum, which allows children to be with us, and we will even absorb them if they are exceptionally good. They're trained to become an aerospace engineer in that. So that opportunity needs to be tapped and has to be explored, is what I feel.
That's really informative, ma'am. Please continue to share your passion and encourage many more people across the world.
Yes, but I also want to add here that we know that the whole world is going through an AI awakening.
Yes.
So we are going to be controlled by this AI in the next couple of years. So the children who are actually wanting to get into science should also think about pure science that will never go out of fashion and that always has a bright future. And that will always be needed even if the AI takes over. That will be needed even the years to come. So the children need to pursue pure science is what I feel.
Thanks, ma'am.
My next question to Sri Krishnamohan sir, uh, as Deputy Project Director for Chandrayaan, how do you approach problem solving in complex projects?
Yeah. See, in ISRO, we have very nice system. It is developed by our seniors. Like I told you, the system is developed by Vikram, the Homije Bhava at BARC, and then Vikram Sarabhai here. First of all, in all the project, we have good documentation, which helps to others also to view the system and in case of any problem, getting the solution also. So that first most important part is good documentation. Then if problem comes, we have various committees, various people, we discuss it. Normally at the not with the problem, with the design itself we review. We have review system. At the design we review and test it, and we have very good testing team and simulation. All these techniques are used. So in case of problem comes, our all information is available in document form. Then we have review committees, they review it, and if problem is serious, then senior people come in. That is the thing. And in Chandrayaan it did not happen that problem has to go outside, but in case of some rocket failures, we have taken up help of nationwide committee also. So the problem solving is the very systematically planned at ISRO, and that is the way we could take Chandrayaan, where we got some problems and we could solve it in time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that insight. Uh, my next question is to Vidya ma'am. Ma'am, from your experience in different fields, what emerging technology in space research has excited you the most?
Oh, there are lots actually because, this was a very humble beginning. But how we have been able to actually find life out of the earth, and how we're trying to explore if living there is possible, and getting there is possible. First of all, setting up a space station, going and talking, and probably living in space, from there to living on other planets. And if it is amicable for people to go there, like Elon Musk and all, how they're allowing even everybody else, all of us, to even just take, if you have the money, you can go, that kind of thing. That is the very intriguing thing about me, about space exploration. The way we really looked at the entire universe of trying to live outside the Earth is what has intrigued me the most.
Ma'am, the young generation is very fond of Elon Musk.
Yes, that's why I asked.
They are really inspired and excited. Everyone they will know Elon Musk. They are very inspired, influenced by Elon Musk.
No, all of us want now. Everybody's you've seen everything. You've seen everything on Earth. Everything is available. So you want to say what else is new? Then it has to be space. Now we found water. Now China has found water. Now they're saying we can live on Mars. So okay, let's see. Fine, maybe you'll find an alien someday. You never know. We're probably going to the ET field.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. I think this will definitely inspire our young generation.
I'm so happy. I hope they do. I hope everyone becomes an Elon Musk. Why not?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
And ma'am, more people should move to the research field somehow.
That's what I said. Yeah. It's not about, see, like I said, we already know that AI is going to take over. So life is not only going to be computers, it's going to be something beyond that. So if you want to find what else is there, it has to be pure science, pure research. And that passion has to be brought out in children. You have to start thinking beyond the box. I'm sure you guys are looking a good thing about it, but still.
And I feel that blue collar jobs will be more in demand rather than white collar jobs as AI is coming in.
Yeah, that's what I said. So kids, you should start thinking of research more. We would love to have more scientists.
Yes, ma'am. My next question to Krishna Mohan sir is, with the complexities and demands of space exploration mission like Chandrayaan, how do you envision AI transforming the fields of engineering over the next decade?
In space, AI we were using earlier also. Okay, I'll tell you how. I have used it. I was interested in expert system. So I will tell you. Normally in space system, we are more concerned about reliability. So we go for rugged technologies which are well proven on ground. So, but like in Chandrayaan, we needed expert system. See, normally like geostationary satellite, which is visible all the time. So what we do, we put expert knowledge on ground. See, AI means there are various fields of AI. One is robotics, expert system, which we are being pursued for a long time, and there now new fields are coming up. So expertise, for communication satellite, we built on ground. But when in Chandrayaan it comes, it was necessary to build on board because distance was there, it was not visible, and we have to do operation very accurately. So that expert system or automation was built in Chandrayaan. And similarly, when more complex project come, more and more expertise is being put in satellite now. And with the emergence of AI, certainly more things will be put. But what we will do is first we'll test on ground, very well prove in ground, and then wherever it is required, there only we put it. So in slightly in satellite technology, we are cautious, only prove because we cannot correct it. See, the satellite technology, the problem is this: correction we cannot do. Any mistake if we have done, correction is not possible. On ground, we can correct it. But whenever it is necessary, we have to put it. So one is robotics expert system. Already we are being put on satellite, and further AI technologies will come. it will be used. Certainly, it will change the field.
Thank you for the insight, sir, and updating us with the latest development. My next question is for Vidya ma'am. Ma'am, being on ISRO's scientific and cultural committees for various national and international symposium, and being awarded with so many laurels, what does these awards mean to you professionally and personally? We want to hear from you, ma'am.
Awards are always welcome and feel good. No? It's natural. But yeah, sometimes what happens is, I think Bharat sir also will second this. Kalam sir used to say, no, like Vivekananda said, just do. Things will happen, kind of thing, The results will take care of themselves. This is what he used to always tell us. So actually don't work towards an award always, but then it always feels good. And it feels like you're being recognized for the work, for the hard work that you're putting. It's nice. It's nice even when it was not given, but work was seen, and it's for the whole country, for the whole world to see what we did with Chandran. So it felt good even then. But when it's being recognized in public and people call you for that, it feels really special. This is on the scientific field. Professionally, yes, people already know what you have done. So an award is always, they'll say, oh, okay, one more thing for you, kind of thing. But in the public, people don't really know you. Who are actually working behind the projects, people don't really know you. And this is what, it becomes like a testimony of your work. So it feels special. But on the cultural side, I had to take a sabbatical or come out of ISRO because my parents needed me the most. And then COVID happened. So when we moved from there to the cultural field, we gave a lot of platform to a lot of talent. I mean, I can't even imagine, I can't explain how many people across the world have sung for us on our platform. So all those people, are so thankful. Their hearts and homes are open to us throughout the world. And that is a bigger award than what is being actually given. But it feels nice that they call you there, they sing for you, they make you feel special. It's actually a lot of happiness. It's a lot of peace. It feels good.
Ma'am, your passion for space research and besides space research, many other things is source of motivation for all of us. We always say that we have a time crunch, but you are a source of inspiration to us that how to manage the time. So
No,
thank you
I
so
don't
much.
manage time. A lot of people tell me 24 hours also are less for you. I sleep less. That's what happens. I would like to put here and record that this is what happens with our Prime Minister also. Modi ji also sleeps for 3 hours. I think that's enough. If you keep yourself fit, and that kind of uh, little sleep can actually make your brain even work better. And of course, see what happens is when you're thinking of one thing and you're working on that, you're stuck on it. There's always another thing. So you come back refreshed to what you're left. So that makes it even more better, actually. I hope really kids take over a couple of more activities in them.
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. It is much needed. Thank you so much for sharing, ma'am. My next question, over to you, Archana.
My next question to Krishnamohan sir. Sir, can you share some of the memorable projects that you worked during your tenure?
Okay. I was very lucky from the day one. I got very good work, and throughout I keep many projects I changed. So it was my interest was kept on, and many challenging projects I got. To start with, I SROS was their series where first time microprocessor based system was designed for attitude control system. So we designed that gave me a lot of enjoyment and lot of challenge was there because we were doing first time. And as I told you, in space, everything has to be perfect. Means when we develop software, it should be 100% accurate. So testing become very difficult, and it is not like that one bug comes and we can correct it. So 100% testability, 100% correctness, that brings a big challenge, and we could do it. Only thing in this SROS project, I was unlucky that it could not reach the space. So we or we lose credit. But it was the work done was utilized, and it came in IRS by different team. So that was my first challenging project. First time we were putting microprocessor system, which should work. Then I moved to testing. See, testing is very critical portion, and there what happens? Our satellite testing experts were sitting and testing for 6 months, 4 months, like that, which was taking unnecessarily lot of time. And many people wanted it to get it automated. Somehow, some teams could not do it. I had worked at AI and expert system, especially it could have been done. So I utilized my that knowledge of expert system. In expert system, most difficult thing is to get the knowledge from the experts. See, I'm only designing, but knowledge comes from experts. I don't have knowledge. Only their knowledge I have to put it. So acquiring knowledge from experts is very difficult task, because we are technical team and they talk in different language, and they for them everything looks simple, but we do not understand. I was lucky. Our one person was there, Mr. Kulkarni. He was very nice to explain and do the things. So we could build in expert system, and it reduced the testing time from 4 months into 16 hours to 68 hours. And in this testing, what was happening? If little mistake is there, we have to repeat the test. So a lot of manpower was going waste. So that was a great work, bringing automation in the testing. It is not general testing; it is a specific testing. Then I made the test system fully automatic. Apart from that, as I told, in space, we depend upon testing and simulation, because when we go on board, it should be, we plan it 100% correct, 0 error. So to do that, we depend upon testing and simulation. So there is one more field is there. See, we do different field. In thermal, we do simulation. In communication antenna and testing, we do simulation. And similarly, I was in control system. So attitude control has to be simulated. For that, we have hardware in loop simulation, where all hardwares are put in a system. We have servo table, which makes the movement like a satellite. We mount the sensors, control system, and actuators, means thrusters, momentum wheel, like that. So this has to, there we prove whether really satellite is controlling or not. Okay. So there, what was the problem? We do, it should be real time, but there are some problem like mechanical errors, and in our implementation delays comes. So which was having 160 millisecond delay. We have to do real time. So that was very challenging task. It was given to me, and luckily with my team, we could do. So 160 millisecond was brought to 3 millisecond, which is more or less negligible. So we could do simulation correctly, which helped in. We started from IRS D1, which became backbone of all satellite testing. So that was it. And later I moved to Chandrayaan. Chandrayaan already have talked the challenging tasks. And apart from that, challenging technology, I told that major challenge was schedule management. We were lagging schedule by minimum 6 months to 1 year. Means they were very difficult. So in last 6 months, we made progress and we covered 6 months. That was a big challenge. Their project team was most responsible, and I enjoyed that one. I learned a lot in how to control the time. This I learned from my director also, Dr. T.K. Alex. Really, it was not possible. So that was and managing foreign teams. Many teams were there. Foreign teams were there. So I was deputy director systems. So I was handling all the things, and we had one team from VSSC, which has put the project MIP, Moon Impact Probe. So that also I was interacting. And then we had Deep Space Station Network. So I was the focal point for all this meeting people. Deep space and deep DSN was developed by STRAC. So STRAC, foreign teams, VSSC team, and our local teams, all team managing and bringing in things in time. That was the great challenge for me. And later I moved to reliability system. There was also, I got very critical that Mars was during that time. And to prove the things and any mistake, QA has to play a big role, and we could do, and we could achieve 100% successful during my period as quality reliability system. Those were the many challenges.
Yes, sir. It is like your dedication and commitment for space research is really commendable, sir.
I got opportunity to do good work from the day one, and actually the in ISRO whole work environment is excellent, and all people work. As you see, like Vidya ma'am told, man, she got awards, many people got awards. But our juniors, which are at technical assistant level, engineer level, which do not get any award, but they also work very beautifully, very means sincerely, and their work is great. Actually, one incident I will tell you. One, this our thermal team is there with the stitch the blanket. Thermal blankets are done. We were doing at Sriharikota night, and our foreign teams were sitting there. The way they did the work, sincerity, our foreign teams were amazed. This such a nice work is done by these people so sincerely, and I really appreciate and thank them. So this is the thing, culture where everybody works without any rewards. Means general rewards are there, but appreciation is there. People enjoy the work, and in Chandiana I saw whole every team works very hard. That is the basic culture of ISRO and strength of ISRO.
I think, sir, we should believe in reward rather than awards.
No, yeah, people enjoy work. There's a culture, very good culture at ISRO.
Vidya ma'am, you are muted, ma'am. Vidya ma'am.
So really hope more and more young generation take up research.
Yeah.
And actually, research in such a way that you don't actually expect you're going to get an award. You just keep doing it. You feel it's so much fun doing work. And everybody is treated so well and taken care of so well that you really don't feel. There are times, sir, do you remember this? During the thermovac and the clean room activities of Chandrayana 1, we used to sleep in the lab on those bubble sheets. Nobody even bothered to go home. Do you remember that?
Actually, yes, we sleep, and one person, this VSSC, when he was developing engine for cryo, the shell of that one, in 9 months, he was at workshop.
Yeah.
He said he did not go home. So that the cryo engine development, when see that what you are telling is research. Sometimes it comes because of requirement. Like in cryo engine, technology was denied to us, and then our people work. It is wonderful work of cryo engine development. Very tough job. And as a DD, I had visited them. I was part of review of them, and then I have seen how nicely such a difficult technologies they have developed. And as I told one person, he said 9 months he was in workshop to get that casing of the engine, which Russians thought nobody can do. So this type of works come when we are forced to do this automatically development and research comes, and our people excel.
Yeah, undoubtedly. It took a lot to put Vidya's flag on the moon, but everyone is so happy at the end of it. That's the best thing.
First time getting success is not easy.
At all.
It was a contribution from all the people and reviews and all these things.
Yeah, that too at such a less cost when compared to what NASA had put in for their moon mission.
cost is cost was there, but first time getting success and mission. Our mission team was very small, and all these things. I mean, few challenges I told, but every field was a challenge.
Challenging, yes, true.
Yes.
I'm reliving the Mangal Mission movie. Ma'am, all these things have been told in that how there is a time crunch, how we need to meet the deadlines, how there was a monsoon at that time which has affected, and all those things. I'm reliving that movie now.
Actually, in Chandianavan, our communication system was delayed by like anything. I remember, I had to work communication system. I especially took up myself, and hour by hour, I had to make it. I had to encourage the team. See, I was in project. I will not do directly. So our main cheese is providing logistic and support, technological support means like first is they are working all night. So we provide support, transportation, food, night taking care. Apart from that, when they get technical failures or technology support, immediately arrange, review all these things. And when work moves, hour by hour basis, I have done it. And it was a great support from center, all center, and all these things. So that was very, very challenging.
Really inspiring, sir. Like, I hope definitely more and more youngsters take up space research. Really happy to hear these words from you, sir. My final.
We will be very happy if they do so.
Yes, ma'am, definitely. We are also hoping that they take up your science instead of moving to many other fields.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Now, my final question to Vidya, ma'am. So, what would you like to share with these inspiring young scientists and engineers, ma'am?
Whatever you do, what I feel is whatever field you choose, whatever you want to do in life, the passion that you have to carry towards is just completely has to be dedicated passion. Only that can take you wherever you want to go and maybe beyond. There is a dream, you have to follow that dream. Obviously, everybody has a dream, right? So you follow that dream and you follow it to the T. There are other things, there might be challenges, there might be people who tell you not to do it, take you away from it, deter, whatever. But your focus on what you want to achieve has to be there, and that passion has to go on for the rest of your life. And from there, you start bettering, you start learning new things, you start exploring, and you start thinking out of the box. And then you dedicate what you want to do. If you want to do it for yourself, first, actually, I would say, like all the elders and I know important people say, do what your country does for you first. So you do what you want to do for your country first, then put yourself again on that platform, and then excel in whatever you choose to do. But yes, if it is going to be pure science, it's definitely going to be so much welcome because we need more scientists on that platform. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not saying you don't do computer science. We need computers. I mean, that's going to be the future anyways. But there has to be somebody who some people or some children, somebody who dedicates their life towards pure science. And that has to be taken up and pursued. But whatever it is, just do what your heart says. Just do what makes you happy. That's it.
Incredible, ma'am. Your words of wisdom are sure going to empower many aspiring scientists to pursue their dreams with the same fervor and commitment.
My last question to Krishna Mohan sir is, sir, as you have mentioned, you have handled many projects at the same time. What advice you want to give to the youth of current generation about time management? We really need this, sir.
Very difficult question, very difficult to advise. See, I might not have followed, but for time management, our all saints have said, Kabir has said, and all the people have said that Kal kare so aaj kare so ab. Means you should not delay the thing. You should immediately do it. So that is one principle. But apart from that, what I feel, time has to be shared properly. Like students are there, major focus should be on study. But apart from that, sometimes they have to put with family for family, and some time for their exercise, yoga, or whatever, some exercise for health in this thing. It should not be ignored. And to men and and studies also, because I don't know the students. I was also math and physics student. So normally one mistake we do, we put all the time in maths and physics. We do not give time to our other subjects. So I suggest people to at least give some time for other subjects like chemistry, languages. All subjects are important. So that is the one thing. And time and time management, and another part of time management comes like with them I'm told, if you get up early, it is easy to manage the time better. But nowadays people go to bed late and got up very late, and this is happening with all the new generation, which we cannot control. So advices are normal, which are being suggested by our all people, being early to bed, early to rise. There's one thing. Then don't postpone the time. And third thing is distribute time for all the things in all subjects. Apart from that, your family is very important, which renew your energy. See, if you put all the time for one studies, you will get bored, and it will not help you. So you have to put some time with friends and family. Apart from that, some time for sports or yoga or the exercise, which will keep you healthy. And healthy mind is always better.
Sir, just one more thing you also have to add. Mobile is used for communication, not for
I,
time.
I I purposefully avoided mobile because
And
this
you should
new
tell, because that is the one which is ruling the children.
see, always science, new things are always helpful as a curse also. It
Correct.
depends
True.
how you use it. So today we are, because of mobile, we are, or internet technology, we are discussing. So that children should know. We cannot say children should not know. I'm seeing 1 year baby takes the mobile and start using. So mobile is taking away is very difficult. So I indirectly mentioned they should pay time with family and
Right,
friends
yes,
and
yes.
this thing without bringing the name of mobile.
Not that they should, if that has to be emphasized, they won't understand. We have to tell there should be a no mobile time per day.
See, there is a responsibility for parents also to have
Yes.
time with them, either at dinner time or morning time. They should spend some half an hour or 1 hour with them, what they are doing. So all automatically that mobile time will go away. And it
True.
depends on parents how much mobile they use. So all those things I did not explicitly said. I know that mobile is
That's okay,
meant
sir. I told, they told us we are
I
informal, so it's fine. We can take
I
it.
didn't want to mention those things that you did not. So, and positively, I put they should spend time with friends and
Yes. True,
yes, that is the thing.
true.
Very well said, sir. It was really helpful for all of us. Moving ahead with our session, we have our students who are thrilled to ask a few rapid fire questions to Vidya ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Vidya, ma'am, now
Hi.
on to a set of questions to you for which we need very quick answers.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
let's
hope
start.
they're not googling. Thank you.
All right. Our
Go ahead.
first question is, what's your greatest motivation, ma'am?
What is my greatest motivation?
Yes.
My work, my passion for work. Be it space science, be it music, be it whatever. My passion for the work is my motivation.
Ma'am, it's very true. I truly believe that our passion is our greatest strength. And well, passion can take you a long way.
True.
Now, that was very inspiring, ma'am. I've always wondered how there are some things that can keep one excited in an area of study that one has been working in for years. So, what are the concepts in your area of study that are the most exciting for you?
I've always been a maths person. I like to solve new stuff, find new things, and now it's all computers. Otherwise, there are people who used to teach us in school about the DIY projects. So always wanted to do something new, find out something new. That intrigue, that kida of wanting to know more is what kept me going.
All right. Wow, that's truly very interesting. I mean, sometimes it's just the problem-solving nature that takes you places.
Right.
Ma'am, moving on, this is one question which I really want to know the answer for. If you could choose any fictional character for a day, who would you choose to be?
Um. Oh, I forget the name of the character in ET. Uh,
Oh,
I would like to be that thing. The one who
it's
wants
very
to come
interesting.
back to Earth, tries to find life and tries to, uh, keep it from those people and not get it, that character. I'm really intrigued with that character.
Yes, ma'am. He's like
What,
he always has a question, always
yeah, he
wondering.
has a question. He wants to save that life. No, doesn't want it to be destroyed. That kind
Yes,
of thing. You want to be protective. You want to know the future, but you also don't want to step into it completely. I'm there. That's why I like that character.
true, ma'am. I'm sure it just relates with your problem-solving nature. You're just always curious. All right, ma'am. A rather hypothetical scenario for you in the form of a question. If you could go back in time and change something in your personal life, what would it be?
Go back in time and change. No, nothing actually. I'm happy. I'm happy the way it shaped up, with the way it is. And yeah, I mean, you know what? I would have probably want to live a little more earlier so that I would have probably got to work more with Kalam sir. I mean, he's something. But it would have been great for me to be born. Maybe I was, if you think about, free
Yes,
birth and stuff like that. But yeah, I would like to go back a few, maybe 20 years and get to work with him more.
just to work with your mentor, to get to know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
what it is.
To get to know what drove him so much.
Very true, very true, ma'am. All right, ma'am. Do you have any hobbies or interests outside of work that act as stress busters? Because they are very important in our life.
Music, one for sure.
Right.
And I play word games. That keeps me. That's why I said that is my me time. I play crossword puzzles or something called Word Light on the mobile. It's again finding stuff, but it's like not really into research and stuff. But yeah, music is my best stress buster of all times.
I do play the guitar, ma'am. So I do believe that
So,
music is a great
so do
stress
you
buster.
think that time it's like you forget the entire world.
Yes,
It's like
ma'am.
this aura here which you don't want to, it's like a bubble and you're there. It's safe and nice and happy feeling. Yeah, that's my me time.
Now, my next questions actually relate to music. So, is there any song that you relate with most of the time, whether it's working or doing anything else?
Hmm. Can I hum that?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
please go
We
ahead.
want to
Please go ahead.
hear.
Please go ahead.
Most welcome, ma'am.
No, it's been ages since I've sung, but yeah, the one that comes to the top of my mind is जिंदगी का सफर है ये कैसा सफर कोई समझा नहीं कोई जाना नहीं. Again, that intriguement about life.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what comes to my mind.
I'm sure it's a wonderful number because I've heard my grandparents singing it a lot.
Oh,
In those days.
so meaningful, and it carries the meaning from that era to now. So
All
that
right,
makes
ma'am.
it, yeah.
And this is my last question for you. Could you please share a cherished memory from any project that you've been a part of?
Mm, there are so many actually. It's so difficult. Like I was just telling about Chandrayaan. That has been our longest and hardest and probably the most satisfying journey. The amount of work we put in also was more. The amount of challenges we had also was more. And how we taught. Yeah, one small incident I'll tell you in this, that there was this continuous testing that was going on, and we were going through a lot of challenges. And it meant that I could just go home for just to do my basics and come back. My mother was, why are you even take your suitcase and stay in the office? Why are you even coming home? It was like that. Yeah. But at the end of it all, when there was this pin drop silence and it reaches the moon's orbit, and you could hear the entire unit sighing, and the entire that sigh was like cutting the silence. Those are unforgettable moments. Unforgettable, actually.
Thank you so much for sharing that memory with us, ma'am. And thank you so much for being an amazing sport. Now the
Always.
spotlight is on Manya. Manya, over to you.
Thank you, Rishabh. Good evening, Krishna Mohan sir and Vidya ma'am.
Hi.
Good evening. Welcome to the rapid fire round. I have some questions for you, Krishna Mohan sir. My first question to you would be, what is the funniest thing that happened to you recently?
Funniest thing. I don't. Many things do happen. I can't say. I am not sure.
So you're mistaken for somebody. That would be really funny, actually. Somebody called you
Many
something else.
many things do happen. I can't say what the funniest.
It's all right, sir. That is okay. We all have intriguing events in our life. My next question to you is, what is the most fascinating fact you know?
Fascinating fact. See, our as knowledge is limited, and we see, as I told, expert system we did. So there only one thing, simple thing, y is equal to mx plus c, which solves many problems. Actually, the whole thing was solved by y is equal to mx plus c. So the knowledge is very simple. Y is equal to mx plus c is known to mostly all the people from, I think, 10th standard or 11th standard, but many people do not apply it. And applying it, we could solve it a very, very difficult problem. So I for me, that became fascinating. My colleagues, it became fascinating. Y is equal to mx plus c was known to everybody. So they started calling me y is equal to mx plus c also.
That is fascinating, sir. Mathematics has a lot of unique
Yeah,
perspectives.
mathematics.
Moving on to the next question, I would like to ask you, what is your most embarrassing childhood memory?
Embarrassing childhood. I won't say embarrassing, but my first test, I got in maths 5 marks out of 50. And that was one thing. Still, I remember that was not my mistake, but I got 5 marks out of 50. And next time I got 50. So that is one thing. And, at childhood, I have done many embarrassing things. One major thing I will tell you, very foolish thing I had done. The thermometer I put in water to measure the temperature, and it broke. So that was in house. Everything became very bad, and this type of mistakes I have done. This type of embarrassing things I have done. Though people call me good, but such embarrassing things I have done. So still I remember that breaking of thermometer. Clinical thermometer, which will not measure 100 degrees Celsius, now I know. But to measure that, I had put in hot water, which immediately broke. Like that, I have done some mistakes in my life.
Thank you for sharing that with us, sir. We've all done some embarrassing things in our life. The upcoming question I would like to ask you is, what was the first movie you remember seeing in the theaters?
First movie, I had seen this thing, Match Up Rahungi, as a childhood. Actually, in our family, movies were banned, but my father was not seeing movie. He had seen it, but that I had seen, but movie I was not. Little bit I was remembering. At childhood, I saw that was the first movie. Match up round.
That is wonderful, sir. Our first movie is always imprinting.
Uh,
Hope you
Later, I
enjoyed
had seen what at elder age I had seen the South Hindustani. Amitabh Bachchan, Ajay Madhavas. That was also remembered.
I'm sure it's a wonderful
Not many people had seen, but I happened to see that one.
I'm sure it's a wonderful movie, sir. We hope you enjoyed those. My next question to you, sir, is a hypothetical question. If you could get 1 million rupees to spend in 1 minute, where would you spend it?
1 million rupee. Huh?
It will all go to space.
I will be spending. See, normally my money will go on family or friends. It will go. I don't know. 1 million is okay, quite big. And then I would like to see if some charity I can do. See, if I get 1 million, certainly some orphanages it will go, and and this not to this thing non-government program, but some orphanages it will go, and then it will go to family and friends. Otherwise, I don't have much requirement for my personal and my family. That's all.
Where
I
I
don't
thought,
know.
can he tell you'll be like Elon Musk and all of us will go to space?
No, no, I don't have that requirement. My, my, I'm content with my life. It's simple. So
He
you can
doesn't
see
want to
me.
go.
You
He does not need the
can.
Earth.
You have seen me. You can make out that I don't need that much money. So my money will go to some orphanages, some charity, and as I get more money, it should go to charity.
That
Good,
is
good, great.
wonderful, sir. Charity is a really helpful thing. My last question to you will be, what is your favorite family holiday tradition?
Pardon?
What is your favorite family holiday tradition?
Holiday, we are staying holiday. We go to hometown mainly, and then we go spend time in Vrindavan. Sometime in Vrindavan, and we
Rishabh.
have
Vrindavan is
gone to hill
beautiful.
stations. We have gone to hill station. Means this Kodaikanal we have gone many times. Okay, so there are two sides when we go from this thing. One is Kodaikanal we have gone many times, and other is Vrindavan. Once in a year we go. Some 3-4 days we spend there. So those two things keep moving to us.
Vrindavan is a beautiful place, sir. I'm sure it's very peaceful over there. Thank you for the wonderful responses, and we are delighted to hear them from you. We wish you do a
Thank you.
great day.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Rishabh and Manya. On behalf of the organizing committee, Delhi Public School, Bangalore East, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Vidyasagar and Sri Krishna Mohan Bharadwaj. Your passion and enthusiasm added a vibrant and captivating dimension to the event. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to our management, our principal, Dr. Manila Carvalho, and our vice principal, Ms. Preeti Sutha, for providing a platform where our students can benefit and thus cater to their digital intellect. I also want to thank the parents who tirelessly support and encourage their children throughout their journeys. Your unwavering belief in their abilities and commitment to nurturing their talent will undoubtedly lead to success. Lastly, I thank Ms. Sonali Roy, Head of English Department, and Ms. Yoni Dikshit, Department of English, for their constant support and guidance. Ms. Aparna Viputi and Ms. Shanti Sridhar from Computer Department for technical support. PAR would not have been possible without your collective support and involvement. We hope this event has provided a platform to create awareness among students about the field of research. Thank you, everyone. I would request our guest and the managing team to stay back for photo and others to leave the meeting room. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so
Can I
much.
say something?
Yes, ma'am.
I would
Please,
like to
please.
extend my thanks to the principal and management of Delhi Public School, the vice principal as well, and Swapna Agarwal, who got us in touch with you guys, and Zione Dikshit, and Shweta Gupta, the HOD of chemistry, Aparna Vibhute and her technical team. Thank you for having us, and thank you for the inspirational and the fun. I thought it was going to be so formal that I wasn't sure what we were going to talk. But this has been a really very nice experience, and thank you all so much for being with us.
Same
I
here,
just
ma'am. We have enjoyed the conversation. Thank you so much, sir. We have enjoyed this show.
I joined with them to thank all of you, and it was very nice conversation. I got a feel young. I feeling young by talking to young people, and it was very nice. Thank you